You know what it is. We are back. Stay Winning is in the building. I am one of your hosts, Talib.
I'm Curtis, and I'm so shocked at how quick you jump right in.
We jump in there. It's the time to go.
Like,
Lights.
I ain't even wake up yet.
Man, wake up. Man, wake up. But
Yeah.
before we do anything, this is a sports show. We are fans of sports. And this week, back to back,
Yeah. Same day.
same day, two legends in sports we lost. One, great Dikembe Mutombo. Mr. Brother. I mean, from playing at Georgetown University,
Yeah, one of the big three back then.
man,
Right? It was him, Patrick Gillen, and Alonzo Moore.
those are the big three. Yeah, those are the big three centers of Georgetown. That history, that's the history of Georgetown big men. And man, you know, two-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Big
Big East, man, Hall stand up.
Yeah, you know it. Woo, woo.
You know, he was Georgetown, but still.
Yeah, I mean, man, and then you know, as he's one of three, four-time Defensive Player of the Year awards in the NBA.
Yeah.
Along with the great Ben Wallace and currently Rudy Gobert.
Yep.
All
Man, great defenders there.
So you know, went to the finals twice. One with as a Sixer. He's on that Allen Iverson team.
Yeah. That
And-
AI team.
Yeah, the AI team.
Step over.
Man, and then you have him playing in New Jersey as well in the finals. He's 0 for 2 in the finals. But man, the impact, the charisma
Yeah.
that he brought on the court, man.
Hey, you know, something that he unofficially, I think he has the title for having the longest name.
Okay. Okay.
in the NBA.
Yeah.
I remember they, you know, a couple of times they used to show what his whole name
Yeah, it's
actually was.
Like
and then-
8, 9 names.
pretty long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I wish I had it written out here, but yeah.
But you know what's even better about Dikembe? We talking about his basketball greatness. We talking about how much of a legend he is. The things that he did after playing basketball with the hospitals
Right.
and helping the kids.
Right.
Man, his legend and his star, man, shine bright.
He's just a great ambassador.
Great person.
First, a great ambassador to the sport, then he's a great ambassador to the causes that he's.
Yeah, man. So we lost a legend. We lost a great one. And we pray for the families. We pray for everyone that he affected,
Yeah.
inspired, because they've lost someone that really was bright. You know, they star shine bright.
Right.
And then we lost a baseball legend in the great Pete Rose,
Yeah.
right? And man, that name rings so many bells because we're talking about the all-time leader in hits
Yeah.
in Major League Baseball, and no Hall of Fame lock.
Yeah.
So he's been knocked out of the Hall of Fame because of the scandal.
Yeah. It's almost like his accolades as a baseball player have been completely erased.
Yeah.
By a gambling scandal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And we can't undermine how great of a baseball player he was. You can't hit over 4,000. You can't have over 4,000 hits and not be great.
I can't get one hit at a batting cage on a slow pitch in broad daylight with a cricket bat.
Oh my God, man. I tell you, man, listen, I never got a chance to see him play. As much of a baseball fan that I was growing up.
Yeah.
But you can't deny that he was a great baseball player.
Yeah.
You can't deny it. And it's just unfortunate that he made the mistake that he did, and he has a lifetime ban from the sport that he loved.
Yeah.
Right. So we send prayers out to his family. He died at 83 years old. So he lived a great long life.
Right. He was 83. I think Dikembe was 49.
No, Dikembe was in his 50s.
50,
Yeah, he's in his 50s.
59?
Something like that.
No.
Yeah, he's in his 50s. He's in his 50s.
Jordan is 60.
Yeah, he's in he's a little bit under Jordan. So he's like 56 range. He's in his mid 50s. He's in his mid 50s. But anyway, we lost him. And we want to, like I said, pray for their families, man, and for all those that love them.
Word.
Yep.
I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. I stay winning. I did it, I did it. I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. Never losing. I'm winning, I'm winning. Or caught slipping. I did it, I did it. I stay winning. I'm winning, I'm winning. I stay winning. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Dikembe was able to leave his mark on the NBA and get out of there and get a jacket.
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
He's
enshrined in the Hall of Fame 2015.
And as you said, Pete Rose had a fantastic, had one of the best careers in baseball history.
Yeah, definitely one of the best.
But was derailed. From getting his jacket.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, man. Like, who else would get a jacket? So not been for something derailing them, and I can think of a guy who also was in the news. This past week.
Oh yes,
I'll let you go.
So the truth of the matter is, who are the biggest what ifs? In sports in general, right? Now we are gonna pretty highlight the basketball part today, but two guys that come to mind that didn't play basketball is Barry Bonds
and
Mark McGwire, or Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens, whichever one you want. Those four names right there are, derailed for accusations, allegedly.
Because the guy that trained
that
helped train Terrence.
To beat there it is. Yep. He was cheating.
I ain't say that. I ain't say that.
He was blocking with his face that fight.
Yeah. So any one of those punches.
This punch is juiced. But those are four what ifs in Major League market. Right. But the one that we talking about specifically in the news this week is the youngest, most valuable player in the NBA history, one legend, Derrick Rose, who retired this year.
He retired. I think he retired the same day.
No, it was a couple of days before that he retired.
Something else hit the news.
It was
that kind of like his retirement just flew under the radar.
I think it was the Brett Favre sickness that also was the same day.
No, it wasn't that.
It was something else then?
That pushed it under the radar. But
okay.
You should mention that.
Yeah, Brett Favre. So yeah.
Favre had the announcement that he's diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Yeah, Parkinson's disease. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, D Rose, youngest MVP. Now, a lot of people ask these questions. There are quite a few names that we can talk about from a what if perspective.
Well, hold on. I just want to think about this D Rose thing for a second.
I'm
not to challenge it. You absolutely right, man. But the reason why,
right?
D Rose had the whole NBA shook. When you see the 6'3" point guard for the Chicago Bulls flying down the court, getting alley-oops,
man, get out
looking down at a 6'8", 6'9" future Hall of Fame LeBron James who loves to chase down people and block shots.
He wasn't going to get that.
Making a business decision like,
I'm not going to get that one.
And that happened a couple of times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand like how serious D Rose was.
D Rose was a problem when he was healthy. He was a problem when he was healthy. We talked about cat quick.
Yeah.
Strong as an ox, finishing around the basket, athletic as all get out, bang it on your head, can finish with either hand, had that mid-range jump shot, begin to get a little bit better with that pull-up jump shot from three. Yeah. He was a problem.
I've only seen one guy that I thought was effective in challenging D Rose enough to make D Rose kind of calm down.
Okay.
Mario Chalmers.
Okay.
I know it's weird because you like there's nothing.
It's always the odd ones that give you a difficult challenge.
Mario Chalmers was I think an underrated on-ball defender, and maybe because of who D Rose was, he locked in on him, but would get cooked by lesser guards.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like sometimes you know when you got that mentality, man, and you going up against a dog, that brings out the dog in you. But I give Mario Chalmers his respect for at least kind of being able to slow D Rose down a little bit, but that was it. Anybody else, they didn't want to deal with him.
We're talking about the point guard position. You're talking about Derrick Rose right now specifically.
Right.
Where do you rank him when it comes to the most athletic point guard of all time, right? I got 3 names that I could think of right now off the top of my head.
Okay.
John Morant,
Mhm.
Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose,
John Wall.
John Wall. Those are the 4 names that I can think of right off the top of my head when he says point guards, athletes, get out the way. It's gonna be on your head if you near.
Is Steve Francis a point guard?
Steve Francis is the 5th one. Yes, sir.
Is he a point guard?
Yes, he is.
So there you go.
All right. So you got these 5 point guards.
Yeah. Who's the most athletic?
Who's the most athletic
In
out
their
of these
prime?
5? In their prime, all no injured. These guys right here. Who you want?
D Rose.
Okay.
And John Morant's a close. No, so D Rose.
Okay.
D Rose is the most athletic out of all of them.
Okay.
Because he's 6'3".
Mhm.
I think John is 6'3", 6'4".
Mhm.
John Wall 6'4"-ish. Russell Westbrook, they list him at 6'3". I think he's probably 6'5". But when I'm looking at athleticism, I'm not just stopping at like, can you jump?
Yeah.
I think all of them can jump.
Right.
But D Rose finishing power and his intimidation of other people is a differentiator to me, and his speed.
Yeah.
Now, my favorite of all of them, and I'm a Knicks fan, love D Rose.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't the same player with the Knicks, I still loved him when he was with the Knicks. But Russell Westbrook is my favorite out of all of those guys.
Yeah.
And that's not to take away from the other.
Nah.
I just, that mix of power, athleticism,
And just
dog.
grit. Yeah. Like, yeah, get out the way.
Dog.
I like what you said, right? When I think about it, I think D Rose, not just the jumping ability, but the layup package with the jumping ability is what makes him number 1 in my opinion as well.
Yeah, because he
Right.
brought that layup package with him to New York, man. He was
Listen, and that's what makes him so great. Like, okay, I don't have the same explosiveness, but I can finish with either hand around the rim in awkward ways. And yes, I got D Rose as 1. I think it gets real interesting for me because of the way I'm judging it when it comes to athleticism. Russell Westbrook to me is 2, right? Because it is rare to have someone his size as fast as he is with no conscience when it comes to I'm going to dunk on you at all costs and my mama's calls.
except for that number 1 guy.
Except for that number 1 guy. right. So,
But Westbrook wasn't as fast as D Rose.
no.
That was the crazy part.
No.
Like
The only person that, to me, John Wall is comparable when it comes to speed with the basketball up and down the court is D Rose.
I bet they have similar 40 time.
I wouldn't doubt it. But John Wall could move.
Boy, he could. But that like once you hit the paint, it just felt like D Rose hit a trampoline when he hit the paint.
Yeah.
Because he went the ball.
So yeah, man, D Rose is that big what if. Is he a Hall of Famer?
I think the credential of being the youngest MVP ever should be enough.
Okay.
To get him in there.
Yeah.
We were just talking to our brother.
Yeah.
And
Big sponsor. Big Rob, what up?
Yeah. Shout out to Big Rob. And he gave a great description of how he views the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And he said, can you write the story of the NBA, or can you write the story of basketball? Because it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, not the NBA Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Can you write the story of basketball without mentioning this person? That's a way to determine whether or not.
Criteria-wise.
Yeah. And I don't think you can write the story of NBA
Without Derrick Rose.
Without Derrick Rose.
Yeah. That's a good way.
Also had a great college year.
College career. I mean, to go through the injuries that D Rose went through and still play 16 years.
Yeah.
Even though you could, you take the years away, it may be a total of 12 years from with all the injuries. But to be in the NBA for 16 years lets you know the talent that he had to be able to stay in the NBA for that long.
Right. But I'm saying, like, the thing you're going to write about is how special he was when he became the youngest MVP.
Oh, yeah. Listen, dude, it was a stretch there prior to that injury that I would listen. He might have upset the Miami Heat during that stretch here that not got hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how good he was.
Yeah.
And that's how good they were building around him prior to that injury.
You just gave me another guy who I didn't even have on my radar at first. But I'm going to put him on my radar right now. What ifs? Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Chris Paul he's accomplished everything.
Right. But a championship. And, and an MVP.
Kept getting hurt year after year in the playoffs.
When they needed him most, and there's teams maybe winning in those series, he go down, they lose the series.
Right.
That's truth.
Right.
It's the truth.
What might his career look like if he had
to stay healthy,
a ring or two?
Yeah. Now we talking about what ifs. We got D Rose,
Chris Paul.
we got Chris Paul. All right,
You got
if Grant Hill never tears that ankle to pieces, would he have been the face of the NBA and not Kobe and Shaq?
Oh, that's tough. It depends on who's rolling with him, because honestly, Grant Hill with Allen Houston was tough, and they were like, they would have needed a big man to win.
Yeah,
but the two of them was a problem together.
Yeah,
Grant Hill, in my opinion, kind of made Allen Houston
to become who Allen Houston
in his career. Like, Allen Houston has always been a great shooter.
Yeah.
But when you got to worry about that guy, and he's kicking you the ball right, like putting the ball right in your shoe pocket.
Man, listen, Grant Hill
was tough, man. And allegedly, Orlando screwed him up.
Yeah, they mismanaged his injury. Allegedly. Man, Grant Hill is that. Man, what if he stayed healthy? What type of career he would have had? How does it change the trajectory of Kobe Bryant and Shaq?
I don't know if it does, but let me ask you this.
Yeah,
Grant Hill don't get hurt. Does he put up better numbers than Russell Westbrook?
Yes, I think so. And the reason why I'm saying yes is this reason, right? Russell Westbrook's numbers are a lot inflated now because of the style of play, right?
So these numbers up years ago.
Now, but let me take that back. No, his numbers would not have looked better than Russell Westbrook's numbers because of the way the game is played today. Is outside in. It's a lot of outside shooting. That's why guards can average triple doubles, because it's longer rebounds, and most guards that are athletic or bigger guards can get those rebounds. Shaw Livingston. Those kind of guys can, get.
Not many guards have averaged double digits.
No, not many. But he's one of the few.
He's one of two.
Right, but right, he is. He's one of two
at that size. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's a different game. It's hard to compare the two numbers wise, because it's a different game. Grant Hill played in a different type of game than Russell Westbrook plays in. That's why
that's fair. But Russ don't duck contact. Nah. Russ isn't one of those guys who. I don't think he's one of those guys who couldn't play in a.
I think he could play in any era. No, I think he could play. Yeah, Russ could play in any era. Yeah, he could play in any era. Yeah.
That's the thing that's interesting to me. Like, Grant Hill still would have had, in my opinion, a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
But I don't know that his numbers, because the reason why I bring this up, Grant Hill could do everything.
Correct.
He's a great passer. He was a great scorer. He was a great rebounder. He was a great defender.
Yes, he was.
He could do everything.
He is. Good.
Similarly, Russ was 3 out of those 4 things.
Right.
Take away the great defender. He was a good defender.
Right.
He is a good defender, but he's not the defender that Grant Hill.
And he's not the shooter.
Because of the size.
But he's not the shooter, right.
But he was a scorer.
Yes.
Like a slasher.
Yes.
And he was clutch.
Yeah.
He hit a lot of big shots in the clutch.
Absolutely.
But those rebounds and assists is what
separates Russ from Grant Hill.
Well, those are the things that made Russ's career.
I agree.
In my opinion.
No, I agree with that. It's like saying this. There's another player that I think about with the same type of talent that Grant Hill had, that got his career cut short. Penny Hardaway.
I've never been that big of a fan.
Now that's fine.
I've heard playing
those knee injuries.
How great he was.
Yeah, those knee injuries.
Yes.
Took something from him, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is this, because he's actually one of the few people that if we go to YouTube right now and pull up characters for commercials, Lil Penny
was iconic.
Man, well,
yeah.
So we know he was like that because just because for Lil Penny,
great marketing deal.
He did, right? But Penny Hardaway, the size,
that's the thing that stood out. Point guard at
6'7", athletic, because he got Patrick, he got him. Sorry, Pat, he got you.
Everybody got Patrick. You know what? Just like everybody gets youngest.
Yeah.
If you try and try and get
you're
dunked
gonna
on.
get dunked on, right? But Penny Hardaway's career, and you know what's funny about Penny Hardaway's career? Then his injury started as soon as Shaq left.
What you saying? Shaq sabotaged him? What you getting at? Breaking news.
Shaq breaking his knees out. Stole his knees. But I think he's in that category. Like Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, that's the 90s era basketball. Two guys as what ifs, right? Then you go into the 2000s and you go to Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming.
Yeah.
What that foot injury, that was the end of his career. He broke that foot and that was it.
I mean, he had a great career.
He did. No, he's a Hall of Famer and he had a great career, right? But they were on the verge of getting to a championship when he broke his foot.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's like, yo, Brandon Roy. That's
Brandon Roy is he's, you know, come on.
Yo.
Come on. Brandon Roy, if you don't know Brandon Roy, look him up. Because Brandon Roy was, I would compare him to Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
He was smaller, but I would compare his style of play, you know, 3-level scorer, carried the Portland Trailblazers. Like, he should have been an NBA superstar. Man. He was a star.
He was like that.
Should have been a superstar with his game.
These guys we talking about, they were like that.
Larry Bird.
Yeah. Of course, his career would have been a lot longer.
Well, you know, again, like when I think about things that stand out about Michael Jordan's career against everybody else, Michael Jordan's will to win, his ability to just completely take the fight out of you. He would snatch your heart out your chest if he could.
And wanted to.
And Larry Bird was like that.
He was just
he was limited, you know, later in his career.
Yeah, with the back injury. Yeah. Absolutely.
If that hadn't happened, I mean, Larry averaged 20 and 11 with the injury for his career.
Yeah.
Those are fantastic numbers. Imagine what he would have been had he not.
I mean, he still played with the bad back.
And this dude was laying on the floor, laying on his stomach.
Larry Bird was a prime. Cats don't realize how good Larry Bird was.
Right. Larry Bird should have had that Phil Jackson cheer. You know what I'm talking about. Phil Jackson had a throne on.
Oh, man. Now, you know what? I know we talking about players. We talk about D Rose retired. We talking about other players that have what ifs. This player is currently playing. Now, he had a great last year, a great healthy last year. But he's teetering in this conversation.
Okay.
Zion Williamson.
Nah.
But let him have another year or two of banged up.
Nah. I mean, he's hurt a lot.
That's what I'm saying, though.
He's hurt a lot.
If he keep having these kind of off.
He didn't have anything catastrophic, though. Like, because it's still early in his career, he's on year 6, I think.
Something like that.
I remember when it's like year 6.
He up there.
When Zion was coming into the league, you said he wouldn't last 4 seasons.
Because of what?
Because of injury and because of his weight.
And he ain't played for about 3.
He played 4 seasons.
But he done played about 3 seasons.
He played 4 in 6 years. But my point is, he hasn't had the type of like destructive injury, and hope he continues to be healthy and play.
Yeah.
But he hasn't. You know, Grant Hill's injury ended him.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose's injury completely
neutralized them. Yeah,
right.
Totally.
Penny Hardaway's injury shortened his career. Tracy McGrady, same thing.
Brandon Roy. Yeah.
So Zion is still capable of having a fantastic career, even though he's been banged up, he's been injured or whatever. But I see what you're saying though. Like, could be.
Yeah.
You know, but we'll see, man. Like, I think he's going to be in great shape. Give me a football player, Mr. Football Guy.
A what if?
Yeah. I'm sitting here, you know, the Giants fan in me is like Joe Gibbs. But that's messed up, so I ain't want to see that.
So I'm going to say this, right? To me, this guy was legendary. So his ability, his accolades, and what he means to this particular team, because of the concussions, we got robbed. And that's Luke Kuechly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke Kuechly is a guy that I think of that, man, you talking about a bona fide superstar for the Carolina Panthers, and you talking about respect from that linebacker position across the NFL. The concussions robbed him of, I guess, another 8 years of quality play.
I don't know if it was 8,
But you know what I mean?
he played like
Yeah, but
and football players don't normally get that.
that's true.
Average like
Man,
3, 4
but
years
Luke
career.
Kuechly is a guy that comes to mind.
But you're right. He could have played some more years at a high level, at
Yeah.
all pro level.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly comes to mind.
Of course, Sean Taylor. That wasn't an injury.
No, God, yeah,
That wasn't a football related injury.
yeah.
But Sean Taylor
Man,
was everything.
yeah.
In that defensive.
I know I'm missing some. Bo Jackson.
Oh yeah. How do we not think of that?
Right out the gate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Bo Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, might be the greatest athlete ever.
You think so?
Ever.
But
I think Bo Jackson's ability, had he stayed healthy, he's in the Hall of Fame in two
sports. Right. He was great at baseball and great at football. He hurt his hip
and football.
Yeah.
Oakland Raiders. And you want to talk about just a flat out.
He was a star. You talk about Lil Petty, the Bo Nose commercial, the campaign.
Man, there was a cartoon. Jordan, Bo, and Wayne Gretzky. That's how big Bo Jackson was.
Yeah.
Right? Now, half of y'all that sneakerheads never seen the man play, but you know about the Bows, the sneakers.
I don't know about
Yeah, you do. He know about
it. I am the sneakerhead.
Right,
I don't remember the Bulls.
But, man, Bo Jackson?
You right.
God.
You right.
That dude right there, boy, man.
You right.
Yeah, Bo. I'm going to say Bo.
You right. I don't think.
This one controversial. This one about the name is going to be controversial. Colin Kaepernick.
What he hurt?
It's not hurt, but not being able to finish his career.
I don't know that. I think Colin would have been a good starting quarterback throughout his career. I don't know that he would have been
great. A great quarterback. Okay.
Not for a while. I don't think he would have been a Hall of Fame.
Okay.
It's hard for me to put that on him.
Now let me add this one right here. I'm watching this documentary right now. You might have already watched it. That I don't know if it's called The Evolution of the Black Quarterback, or
I haven't watched that.
Okay, but I don't know what it's called, but it's something The Black Quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, the history of the black quarterback, something like that.
I haven't watched it yet.
If Michael Vick doesn't get in trouble, where does his career go? How far does he take that talent?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, I mean, you had before Heller was Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham is D1.
Yeah,
he's that guy.
Yeah,
when it comes to the African American quarterback that's athletic, that can throw and run at this, with that, style.
You know what might be worth talking about one day? How the Eagles kept getting great black quarterbacks, and the Giants had one black quarterback ever.
Wow.
Right? Like Geno Smith is, I think, the first and only black quarterback to ever start a game for the Giants, and he only did it like
a couple games. Yeah.
Was it one?
I don't know. It wasn't many.
I don't remember, but
yeah.
But it was not long ago.
Michael Vick, and one of the documentary is starting off great because I'm learning about players that I never even knew were black quarterbacks playing in the NFL, that had to either go to the Canadian or they had to switch positions. A quarterback in college, great quarterback in college, had to switch positions when he came to the NFL was Tony Dungy.
Really? No, he became a safety, right?
He became a cornerback.
Yeah.
But he was a quarterback in college, and they forced him to change. He chose to change positions from quarterback to corner. From quarterback to corner. And Warren Moon said, I wasn't changing, and he went to the Canadian Football League.
And it still ended up being one of the best quarterbacks
of all time
ever played in.
Correct. So yeah, man, Michael Vick, man, is
friend of the pod. Mohamed Sanu was a quarterback in high school.
Yep.
Then he switched to a safety in college.
Yeah. and then play receiver at the NFL.
Kind of play receiver.
I tell you how talented that these guys are, man. But those are guys that I can think of. I'm trying to think of another baseball player outside of Bo Jackson, that had their career cut short because of a major injury.
It's all good. I tell you,
Don Mattingly.
Oh,
Don Mattingly with the bad back. That was my guy. Don Mattingly, the cat, first baseman for the Yankees, man, had the bad back and cut his career short as well. Yeah,
I want to bring up this point and then just kind of leave it there. But you got guys that were fortunate to be able to still play out their careers.
Yeah.
And there's one in particular that stands out to me who called it quits early in football.
Yeah,
in order to walk away from the game and not be carried away from the game, and that's Jerome Bettis.
Yep.
I had never seen that. Never thought somebody would do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he set a great example of managing your career, leaving it on your terms.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He won him Super Bowl.
Got him out of there
in his early 30s.
I'm going.
Like,
I'm good.
We did it.
Yeah.
We out.
Jim Brown would be another player that I could think that walked out on his own terms. Barry Sanders walked out on his own terms.
Yeah, Barry did it because he didn't want to break Walter Payton's record.
Out of respect. Calvin Johnson got up out of there when he still had some good years left. So, yeah, I agree with that, man. But, y'all, let us know what y'all think. Who we miss? If we miss somebody, who's the biggest what if to y'all? And is D Rose a Hall of Famer? My answer says he checks the box. He's a Hall of Famer. Congratulations, D Rose, on a great career.
Yeah.
You are always a winner because you know what we be doing. We be stay winning.
I stay winning. I'm winning. I stay winning. I did it. I stay winning. I'm winning. Never losing. I'm winning. Or caught slipping.